Hello and welcome to another video. We're playing Geoguessr. Let's move that to show you. Geoguessr is up here. So, sorry, it's up here. That's what we're playing today. So, but we're doing a special rule. So what I'm going to do that. Oh, do that. Close that up. Pop that up so it's only this window open, so you know I'm not cheating or anything. So the rules on this game, for this video, is a simple one. Well, there's 3 modes, so 3 rules, 3 levels should I say. So first, I got to guess the continent on an nmpz, so no moving, panning or zooming. So I cannot move, I cannot pan, I cannot zoom, I cannot do anything with the image. I can move the cursor around, but I cannot move the image, I cannot rotate, I cannot do anything like that. So that's getting the continent. Once I lock it in the continent, I can only guess in that continent, but I can move. No, I cannot move. I can zoom. I can rotate, pan, all this, that, and the other. But I cannot move. So I can actually look at the signs if there's any signs. I've got to confirm the country. Once I've confirmed the country, or tell the country, I can then move. So that will confirm if I was right or not. If I'm wrong, if I get the continent wrong, I'll just make the guess, and if it's the wrong continent, that's a fail, but I'll still get to bank the points it gives me. It will become clear once I start playing. So let's start playing, shall we? So first part of the game is nmpz. So I've got to get the continent before I move into no move, which I can pan and zoom. And then once I guess a country, then I can move. So let's just try it out, shall we? Let's go. So, right, I'm sitting back. Well, first of all, we're seeing palm trees here. We're seeing blooming trees, poles, but the dirt is where you've got to remember, I cannot zoom, I can't do anything with the picture. It's a still image. I cannot move, I cannot pan, and I cannot zoom. Okay, so what we're seeing here, I can do that, so that don't help. See, here is a building, so I've got to lock in the continent. So I am going to lock in Asia. So I can go half of Russia all the way down to Thailand, and then you've got Indonesia and Philippines and Malaysia and all that. I can lock them in. So I've locked in the continent. So now I can pan and I can zoom. I could do that, which now is fine, but I cannot move. So will this still give me the Asian vibe, I think it does. But now, I've got to guess the country. So, what country do I think it is? Remember, because I'm thinking I've got it wrong now, because of that pickup, because now I'm thinking it's in America. But if I think I got it wrong, just hit guess, and it was in South America. It was in Colombia. So I got it wrong. As soon as I hit those cars, I knew I got it wrong. So I just had to click on guess where I was. So even if I get the continent wrong, I cannot guess the right country. Unless it's Russia. Unless it's Russia, then I have to go the wrong side of Russia. Simple as. If I thought it was Asia and I click on Russia, but it's in the European version of Russia, I've got to click on this side of Russia. Let's go for the next level, next round. So, well, I know where this is. There's one thing on this picture that guarantees where it is. So I'm going to say it's Asia. I'm going to guess, because of this, I know it's India. So let's click on that. And now I can move. Because I'm pretty confident I got the country right. Now I can get the region, which, to be fair, is New Delhi. Okay? So on the nmpz, as soon as the seed loaded, all the round loaded, I knew we were in New Delhi. So let's get that guess in. And it was Noida, but New Delhi, whatever. Got that right. Now you can see how the rules apply. Now you can see where the rules apply. So let's go on to the next round. So, pretty much straight away, I am going to guess Europe. Straight away, Europe. So now it's getting the country. This car park, blah blah blah. With this sign, we could pretty much say it's the UK. Okay, yep, so yeah, he's driving the right side of it, ooh, oh no, that's a mobile number. So we're in the UK, so fine, now we can move, okay, we can move. I think we could be in Wales, to be quite honest. Is this in the UK? Is that allowed? Yeah, I think it is allowed, because UK is the country, Wales is part of the UK. So what we are actually looking for this could be Wiltshire. Slow, no right turn. So it's not Wales. Okay. So I think it is not Swindon. There's Salisbury. I think it's here actually, in Wiltshire. Guess. Okay, I got the area wrong. It's near Cambridge, I would say. Near Stevenage. I think Cambridge is the bigger thingy. Right. Okay. Cambridge is up here. It's not too far from Cambridge, but we still got that. Okay, so next level. Ooh. North America. Let's click on. And now I can do that straight away. I just moved, didn't I? I got it wrong anyway, so I got it wrong anyway. So that's part of the thing. If I move, I got to guess where I clicked, because the rules have been broken. Right. Next. Okay. Is the continent Australia or Oceania? I think it's in Australia, so Oceania would be the, but I haven't clicked yet, so, but I am seeing something that just will be thingy, so I'm going to guess North America. Okay? So this time, yes, North America. Thank God I did not. Yep, that's a thingy. So I think it's USA. So there we go. So let's zoom in on USA so we know. That's the only place we can click. Yes, we got it right this time, and we played by the rules. So we're going to guess there. We got it right, and yes, let's do a next set, and hopefully, well, this time we should abide by the rules. I just realised one of the rounds I didn't abide by the rules. That when I realised that, I just said, yeah, I can't guess anymore. I'll just guess where I am, and it'll be wrong. So I took a big L on there because I still had 0 points. So, right, view results. But on the grand scheme of things, we didn't do too bad. 11,194. So, yeah, it was this one. Or was it this one? Let's break it down. Oh, it was this one. So we had 2 0 pointers. Not a very good thing. Our first level was a 0 pointer, and our fourth round was a 0 pointer. And that was a 32-second guess. The closest one was number 3. So I think that was the Indian one. I think it was. Oh no, that's number 2. No, number 2 was the best guess. Then number 3, yeah, it was up here. But number 2 was the best guess here. So we're gonna play another game, and we're gonna abide by the rules. nmpz till we get it right, till get the continent. Then they move to get the country, and then we can move to see if we can region lock. But let's first of all see if we can get the hemisphere, so we can literally rule out certain parts of continents. Go. So, red buildings. Really not sure on this one, but like I say, I've still got to look onto a continent. So I am thinking it is the northern hemisphere, because the sun is here, I think it's behind this wall. So yeah, I think. But let's see if we can let's see if we can lock in the continent. I'm gonna go Europe. Don't know what's giving me that sign. Oh, I think I'm glad I went Europe. Specifically on the buildings. So, but what country? What can I? So this is contemporary buildings. So there's new builds here. Even that building is new. It looks brand spanking new. It looks beautiful actually. It looks brand new. So with this water transit here, and it's right hand drive, or I say the steering wheel's on the left, so we're right hand drive. So let's lock in the country, shall we? I'm gonna lock in just for Denmark. So I can't look. So I've looked in Denmark. So this bit here. I might be wrong. I probably will be wrong. But and I am wrong. As soon as I know I'm wrong, I will click guess. Don't think I got the continent right. Neither. But yeah, Russia is quite a difficult one to get. So let's go next. So, all. The sun is to the southwest. So it's northern hemisphere, so we pretty much nailed that down. We're in the Americas. So we're in. I'm gonna make Mexico as a separate sort of thing. So it could be Mexico, Nicaragua, Guatemala. All this strip is its own. Okay? It's not down here, I think it's in the United States. So it's in North America. So we will see, pan, and make sure we got the continent, the hemisphere right. Yeah, whatever. Sun's doing my head in. So I think it's USA. Let's get a confirmation, shall we? It's not very easy with that sun. Ooh. Yeah, I still think it's USA. Warning, there's a stop sign coming up. We don't want you getting into trouble, but there's a stop sign coming up. Yeah, I still think it's USA. It's the farmlands. So I'm gonna go Iowa. Because, yeah, why not? Did I get the country right? Yes, I did. It's Wisconsin. Okay, I'm happy with that. Next, we are in as an nmpz, so we need to guess the country or continent anyway on this section. So I am Chevrolet, but it's European vibe, so I'm going to go Europe. So we'll hit that. Now, country. Country. Can I get the country right? Portugal. So I'm going to go Portugal. Okay. Just make sure we'll get the Portugal. Now I can move. Now I can't get outside of Portugal. That's the rules. If I move, I cannot guess outside of where I clicked. So I'm just... Oh dear. Got all of it wrong. Even the hemisphere, mate. That's what could happen. because it's Portuguese. Argentina speaks Portuguese, so yes, that's what could actually happen. So hang on, let's just, there we go. I should have realised that, but never mind, let's go on to the next level, next round, shall we? North America. I can do this because I know what country we're in. We're in USA. Now I can move. I'm quite confident that I got the country right. We're near a police station, obviously. So, where are we? Here. We're going to guess Dallas, Fort Worth, maybe. No, not Powell, it's Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Didn't guess where it should be. But we got that right 100%, so that was redeemed the previous round. So next level it should be the final one. And it is. So. Ooh. We're going to guess Europe. So I'm going to click on where my first initial thing is. So I'm going to click on Moscow because no, just guess. Just moved. Even though I thought it was Russia, and that's what motivated me to move, I still got it wrong. It's North Macedonia. We're going to play one more without that hiccup. So one more. Let's have a look at the breakdown. We had 2 in USA, so 2 and 4 were the nearest 2. But then 1 and 5, 5 was I clicked and then moved instead of panning. That's why I had to guess where I clicked. So next level, go. So. If I guess Mexico, would it be Central America, which it is, or North America? Actually, it'd be classed as North America. Thank you. Thank you myself. So if it's Mexico, I could still guess North America. This is not North America, by the way, this is Europe. Okay, this is Europe. So remember, pan and zoom. Don't forget that. The cars are giving me European vibes. These signs have given me European vibes. This could possibly be Turkey. So I'm going to click on the country, I think it is, just making sure it's actually in Turkey. So I can't guess outside Turkey now. It's looking like Turkey. No. Bulgaria. But I can't guess outside Turkey. But I wasn't that far out, so if I can guess inside Turkey, so I'm going to guess here. Okay? Still in Turkey. So I know it's Bulgaria. So let's guess. There you go. I was just had to make sure I get as close to Bulgaria as I could. So yeah. Next. Okay. We've got paved road here. So that's a paved road. So would it be Portugal? Don't think so. Oh. Whatever it is, I think it could be Europe, so I'm believing it could be Spain. So I was going to move forward then, but I thought, yeah, thank you. So it's either Spain or Portugal. So I presume if I can get any info from this way. I am gonna guess Portugal. So Portugal will be locked in now. Now, let's see what that sign says. Yeah, pretty much. Boom! Wow, that was a good guess, that one. So next, almost. Okay. I'm torn between South America and North America at the moment. But I'm not going to guess it just in case it isn't. Because I've got a feeling it could be in another Europe because the cars look European. We've got the Nissan Qashqai. This car is out of place. And that could be a Kia Niro. That one. We've got a play area. My first initial thought was UK, but I now know it's not UK, so yeah. So I am going for Europe. So now I can do this. Yeah, that's pretty much an hero, I think. So, will that give me anything? Nope. So what country? I think it is to the west. So well, not that bit. So we've got Ukraine, we've got Belarus, well, it's not Belarus, so we can know it's not that. Could be Turkey. I am going to guess Turkey. So the country is now locked in. So let's move about. I'm still thinking Turkey. That car is looking like Bulgaria. Well, it's not Turkey. So let's see. But I don't think it's Russian either. So I'm thinking, let's get it close to Bulgaria again, just to get it out of problems. I guess it was Russia. Yeah, it was Russia. So, yeah. That's the best guess I could have had. Okay, next. We will be ending the video soon. I'm not sure about this one. Really not sure about this one. Continent. I would say it's one of the Americas anyway. So I would be guessing North America. So let's click on that. So now, yep, good guess. So it's USA. Just click there. Now I can move. I can now move, but I cannot guess outside USA. Yeah, that's the best I could do. So, Trinidad. Okay. I was New Mexico. Albuquerque. Okay. Next. This is the last one of the video, I think. Because I've got to wrap this up. I had to. I zoomed and thingy, so yeah. Alright, I am going to end this video. There's a couple of little things. Yes, even though I've got the country right here, but that don't really count because I moved. Well, I zoomed and panned. Well, I shouldn't have done on the first thingy. So would have I guessed? So number 5. Let's have a look. Would I guessed? I don't know. What the heck has gone wrong? Oh, refresh. Here we go. Yes, I would have guessed North America, and I would have guessed USA. So, yeah. But I wouldn't have guessed here. But thank you guys ever so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope the concept was easy to explain or easy to understand. So we had 3 in Europe and 2 in America. So yeah, we had 2 Cyrillic ones. So we had one in Russia and one in Bulgaria. Then we had the second one was in Portugal. So I'm glad I got that country right. And I got these 2 countries right, even though this one shouldn't count. But if you like this video and this concept, it's where nmpz to before, so level 1 we'll put nmpz to get the continent. So I had 7 continents to choose from, 6 theoretically, because Antarctica is not actually represented on Geoguessr. There is some sheety maps or whatever that has sphere, but that's on a different site. So we had a choice of 6 continents. Unfortunately, a couple of them weren't thingy. I don't think Oceania was. Oh yes it was, I think it was. Because that's when I guessed. Oh no, it wasn't, because that was. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and this concept, please hit that like button. I might be able to do another one. And don't forget to like this, to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm still wanting that elusive 100 subscribers, so we're still looking for that elusive 1 subscriber that hasn't subscribed or wants. So are we going to be that 100th subscriber? And are we going to do something special? Or possibly. My next video will be a new video game. So I'm hoping to do that one later on in the week. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified each and every time I upload a video. And don't forget to share this video with all your family and friends on your socials. And if you did like this concept, you could comment, do more of this, this was fun, or this was something different. I'd like to see more of it, but let's not jump the gun, let's not do the other steps before we can do the first step. So we need to guess the continent before we can pan and zoom, and we need to guess the country before we can move. So that's the concept we need to hit, to nail down, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ra for now.